Hello, and welcome to a testing of an alpha system for Dungeons & Dragons and other D20-based systems known as A Realm. We are running a bunch of one-shots over the next couple of months on a bi-weekly basis. They will be uploaded here to this channel, and whenever possible, streamed live to twitch.tv/swamp_dwellers. All links will be below. We are joined by our players, who I will let them introduce themselves. So let's start with, I think it's Doraz or Doruz?
That's me, Darius.
Darius.
Hi.
Hello. So, introduce yourself. The fuck?
Oh. I'm a dragonborn. And
A dragonborn what?
fighter.
Okay, and what color?
Let's go with green.
Okay, so make sure you have that noted on your sheet that you're a green, because your breath weapon will be specific to that color.
Okay.
And Zuri.
Yep.
Introductions?
I'm a human druid.
Fair enough. The annoying Muppet. The Muppet.
He's not talking about me.
Good to know. What color?
What?
Are you a chromatic or a metallic? And if so, which color within that pantheon of colors? So, judging by the default skin, white. Then make sure you make note of that, because your breath weapon will be aligned to that color and works in the specific manner for that, you dippy bastard.
I thought you were going to go with red.
Real talk, I don't know the colors, that's why I was screwing around.
Oh.
I honestly thought you were going to go with red because of Elmo.
Ooh. They're so bland, that's not... I'll go with a white, that's fine.
Alright, so make sure you look up what your breath weapon does for when you go to use it. And because someone had to be extra, Mythgria Decease.
Yes, Miss Priya deceased. The arcane trickster archaeologist.
Well, you're only level 1, so you're not an arcane trickster yet.
Okay, sorry. The archaeologist trifling.
Trifling. Alright, well, you all have, through various means, found yourselves in, I don't know why I'm looking at that when I have the what I need over here, because I am dumb. You have found yourself in the village of Havhollow at the Crooked Crow Inn. You have few complaints this night as you rest in the common room of the Crooked Crow Inn. While winter has passed, the night air carries enough of a chill to make any hearth a welcome sight. The village of Havhollow is typical for this part of the realm. Livelihoods are made from farming and livestock, with a few merchants and the inn catering to travelers along the King's Road. You are surrounded by good folk who know that hard work is what's needed to make it through harsh times. As you finish your meal, you notice a raven-haired woman walk to the front of the common room with a lyre in hand. She plucks a few practice chords, then breaks out into a song. I will not be singing this song, but I will give out the words. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems so slow to the spirits of Havhollow. One is the spirit of Astabar, a mage who traveled wide and far. a collector of items of magic lore, seeker of secrets from times of yore. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems so slow to the spirits of Have Hollow. For Astabar, a dragon was an easier foe than defeating his own pride and ego. Certain he was greater than any magic force, he set to unraveling the eldritch source of a wand most strange and chaos bound, that the mind of the mage it did confound. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems so slow to the spirits of Have Hollow. Astabar would not be denied, with all his power he'd turn the tide against the wand that refused to break, even if wisdom he did forsake. Upon the wand he cast all his might, eldritch light dancing in the night. And the wand's power was unleashed, its chaos and fury was released. Power beyond his control, the wand consumed the manor whole. Sheathed in radiant magic fire, Astabar was consumed on the ethereal pyre. Seasons come and go, moons wax and wane, time seems so slow to the spirits of Have Hollow. So, everyone roll perception. And if you have to, just use the built-in dice roller to do it manually, d20, and then plus whatever your modifier is. And your rolls will show up in chat. Darius, you're just so obsessed with your drink that you're not even paying attention to the song. Zuri, you notice that overall the people either through knowing of the tale or just having lived here as long as they have, they're not really paying attention. Elmo, with your perception, you're more concerned with your drink and food. It's been a long road for you. And Mithgria, you notice that none of of your fellow patrons outside of your small group here even care. They take no notice of the bard. When she's finished, she walks around to a few tables and no one offers any coins. But she comes to your table. Again, hat in hand, as performers do. What do you all do?
I reach into my pouch and I pull a coin out and I give it to her.
Okay. What coin? Copper, silver, gold?
2 silver.
Okay. So as you do, what does everyone else do before I continue? Okay.
I am indifferent.
Okay.
I paid very close attention to the lyrics that she said. Brain and all.
Okay, give me just a basic wisdom check. And Elmo, what are you doing? You're still muted.
Is it just a base wisdom check?
Mm-hmm. And Elmo, what are you doing? You're still on mute with your shaking of your head.
I'm doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
I'm eating my food.
Just eat my
Alright, so with a 12, you commit a good chunk of it to memory, but there will be some gaps if you have to recall this information later.
Okay.
Someone must have put Atyag's spit in their wine. Not that I'm surprised. The story of Astabar is not a popular tale in these parts. My name is Rivana Greywire, and the tale of Astabar is true. His manor is but an hour walk north of the village and has been abandoned for many years. Fortune and magic awaits those bold enough to risk it. I plan on heading there in the morning. Perhaps you would be interested in joining me.
I lick my lips at the thought of adventure.
Okay.
Archaeology, digging. I look at it and go, is there treasures? Is there hidden rooms? Or the things that people don't know? Or the things that people don't understand? Oh, that sounds amazing.
Okay, one person in. Okay.
God, it's gonna take Grandpa over here a year to get there.
I am not old. I am teenager.
God, if that's how you age.
That is probably accurate.
Zuri.
I guess I'll go along.
So she takes the 2 silver that you offered her, Mythgria, and she orders a round for everyone, for you guys and her. She sits down at the table and just proceeds to tell stories of, being a bard, just stories of the area and all that fun jazz. So everyone has agreed to go with her. So the night proceeds on. Give me additional perception checks. Unless you want to do something else other than sit at the table for the night.
You said perception?
Yep. Alright, Darius, you don't notice anything. Zuri, you, as you look upon Ravana, it just seems off. Not in like a evil manner, just something's different about her, but you can't place what. Alright, so Zuri is the only one who noticed anything about Ravana. You also notice, Zuri, that she doesn't touch her drink. She just kind of lets it sit there while you guys drink yours. And then the faithful hound of the tavern comes by your table and scratches his neck, rattling his collar.
Well played.
I reach down and I just pick the pup up.
The pup scoots out of your arms.
Oh, and I didn't play with you either, and I toss my bone on the floor.
Zuri, do you do anything with the information that you've gathered while watching Ravana?
I'd like to roll insight.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, like, you just know that something's off, but again, it's not like an evil sense, it's just, you can't quite place what's off about Ravana.
I guess I will drop it for now.
Okay, so the night goes smoothly, lots of entertainment, lots of, good drinks and food. And in the morning, when you come down from your rooms, you find that Ravana is waiting for you, already packed up, has her gear all together and everything. And after a nice, filling breakfast, you head off north towards the manor grounds. Takes, as she said, about an hour's worth of traveling north through the forest, and you come across the clearing that leads to the manor. Through the picket line of trees to the north, you see a 3-story stone manor set behind a stone wall 7 feet in height. The building looks as if it has been abandoned for some time, The grounds are overgrown and a leafy blanket of vines covers much of the stonework. Other than a murder of crows nesting on the roof, you see no signs of life. The rusted iron gate stands partially open. Amazingly, the grass and weeds beyond the gate have grown almost to the height of the wall itself, turning the interior courtyard into a labyrinth of vegetation. So, Zuri, being a druid, you can give me a nature check. The grass, the vegetation growth inside the gates, you notice is unnatural. Being a druid, you know nature, and it's just unnatural, but you don't know what. Your skill check just wasn't high enough to tell you anything other than that it's unnatural. What do you do? What's wrong?
I'm trying to. The bard is with us, right?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, she is with you. Ravana's with you.
I want to ask her if she knows why the grass, why the vegetation is so weird.
So she tells you that there are many stories about Astabar and the manor, but she does not know what truly causes the unnaturalness of the place. All she knows is the legends that she turned into song.
Can I? So, with the archaeology, I know history of places.
Okay.
Can I roll history to see if I ever read anything about this area, about this place?
Sure.
I'm gonna have to do it naturally since they don't have that in the.
That's fine. Why is Darius running intimidation checks?
What?
So, Myth, you have heard of the mage Astabar. A mage like most other mages who was not satisfied with the power he attained through study. He had a hunger, if you will, for artifacts, items of high power. And in listening to Ravana's song, when she talks about the dragon being an easier foe than his own pride and ego, you kind of get the feeling from what you've read that his quest for high-powered magic may have led him down a dangerous or dark path.
I look around and I go, guys, brain thought. Let's go inside. Let's do it. And I grab my dagger and I just start hacky slashing at the grass, going, let's get the shit in this place now.
You are very jumpy.
You talk like my grandpa. Let's explore the fuck out of this place.
I don't know why you are speaking. No, I understand just fine.
Just checking. Anyways, so like I was saying, inside, hacky slashy grass. Come on, guys. There's things, there's stuff. It's in there. It's in there. I can smell it.
Someone get sedative.
Ravana pulls out a water skin and shoots a stream of water towards you but misses you. And
Me?
yes, towards you, Myth, and goes, "You sounded kind of horny with that. No horny, or I'll squirt you again."
Don't question squirt again.
I turn and I look at the raven-haired lady and I go, "You don't understand. It's the excitement, the thrill of the hunt, the finding the things, the mystery, the excitement. Don't you understand? Let's do it."
I think we should put her in oven to dry.
Well, if we're going in, do lead the way.
Yes.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I've walked into worse things, and tombs and crypts and whatnot, and I've made it out perfectly fine every time. Mostly.
How often were traps fall?
Traps? Look, the thing about traps is I don't set them off. That's what I have you for.
I see.
Uh-huh.
I don't set the traps off, you set the traps off. I'm just here because, you know. Treasure, money, fame, fortune.
I think she sets traps off past while people behind get killed.
I mean, look, what happened to the last crew I had is none of my fault, and whatever rumors or myths you may have heard, they all signed contracts saying that it was a life or death mission. That is not my fault.
I signed no such contract.
Did you pay adventure insurance?
They died, so what does it matter?
You get insurance. You kill them.
No, I made sure that their family got their life insurance policies. I am ethical. And my insurance agent. And I have an insurance
What?
agent that makes sure of it.
What is ethical?
Me. The grave robber, but that's just a little bit beyond, you know. Take it as you will. Archaeologist, grave robber, you know, it all goes hand in hand every single once in a while.
Do you have sleepy music to shut her up?
Well, if we would, adventure in, we could stop the whole hubbub about life insurance and dying and everything else.
Also, we should go in and just do the dying part. I
Oh
agree.
no, see, that's how I've always lived. I never leave the way. I'm in the back making sure that we survive.
Oh, and I'm not leading the way.
If everybody else died last time, how did you ensure that they survived?
Again, mistakes were made, accidents happen. Not my fault, they signed waivers.
I have straws. We draw. Short straw, go lead.
Okay, Ravana goes, well, I'm just a storyteller and song maker. I am not drawing a straw, but you guys go ahead, draw straws. Just roll base d20s, and whoever has lowest gets the short straw.
Trick. I'm going to sleight of hand against
Myth.
Mythic Little Lorraine. I'm going to use sleight of hand against her to try and get her to pick the short one.
Okay, so that's going to be your sleight of hand versus her perception.
So roll my perception?
Mm-hmm. Well, initially, you're gonna,
So roll perception, okay.
yeah, against Elmo's Sleight of hand. Or, sleight of hand 11, perception 8. So yep. So no one else needs to roll. Myth, you have the short straw. You're leading. He successfully slipped it, maneuvered it enough to where that's the one you grabbed.
Luck. Good luck. You have luck.
I stare at him very suspiciously.
What are you looking at? You draw short straw.
You did?
You saw nothing.
Oh, that looked perfectly fair on my end as well. Go on, young tiefling, lead on.
I look. So, what do the doors look like?
You can't see the doors. 7-foot tall grass, remember?
Oh, that's right. So I go, okay.
You want me
Everyone-
to fix the grass? I can fix the grass.
Oh, can you now?
How are you going to fix the grass?
Came equipped with a lawnmower, did you?
Oh, I have produced flame.
I mean, you can see if that'll work on healthy grass. Of an unnatural sort.
That's but it doesn't
Do it.
matter. It's unlimited.
Do
I don't know how to make it work.
I
Well,
have a
what
story.
the spell is create fire, right?
It says produce out there. I don't know what I did, but I made it do the thing.
Well, you're using produce flame.
What's going on here?
In my town, others used to produce flame by taking smaller flame and producing gas on it.
I don't have gas. I have oil.
You seem pretty full of yourself.
I may be that, but I have no gaseous flame. Well, I look down. I go, okay, look, I am a tiefling, but
You are full of shit.
So, as Zuri does produce flame, the flame does not catch because of healthy grass.
Oh, good. So it's healthy, creepy grass. Great.
Yeah, I mean it's not dry. It's not dead corn.
Healthy grass is happy grass.
all right. Does everyone have a dagger? Okay. I mean, if I go to slash the grass with the dagger, does it cut it?
I mean it cuts it as well as any other blade would.
All right.
Have club.
Okay, we're not gonna beat the grass into submission. If you have a sharp weapon, stand by me.
Could I have one of your horns?
What?
I could make that sharp.
I look at him and I thrust the dagger at his hand, not hitting him. I just give him my spare dagger and says, "Cut the grass, teenager."
You are not my real mom.
Took a grand total of 29 minutes to descend into chaos.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to act serious?
No, I'm just saying. It took 29 minutes.
I am being serious.
That's longer than I expected.
Take place.
I'm gonna need you to give that back to me once we're done cutting the grass, teenager.
I shall.
All right. Can we hacky slashy the grass? Hey, what's the other name?
I mean,
What is it?
it's all on the screen.
I can't see it.
Oh.
It's teeny.
Yeah, it is. It is really tiny.
Yeah,
Hard to read.
not much can do about that until they put in the
There's
Darius.
Darius, Darius, he has a big sword on him. You
Yes.
have a big- you have a big
Is
sword?
this?
Take your big sword and start hacking grass. I'll start daggering grass. You dagger grass. I only look. I don't have any other sharp weapons for you, so
I have a scimitar. I'm fine.
Okay, so you got a scimitar. We all got sharp weapons. Cut this shit down. Mow it. Come on, people.
I love how the one who drew the short straw still isn't going first.
Well, I'm walking forward, cutting grass with my dagger.
And what do you need everyone else to do it?
Because so that we can get a bigger, wide berth to make sure there ain't no shit in this grass as I investigate the grass. As I'm cutting it.
It's grass.
I'm making sure there's no internal creatures, paternal creatures, bugs, creatures, treasures.
I mean, there's bugs. It's overgrown lawn.
I chopped the grass.
I'm making sure there's no zombies, no
There
creatures.
are too many ants. Pitiful creatures I stomp on.
So as you're cutting through the grass,
Fire the gardener.
you
Fire
see
Gardner.
But Pedro, he has done so much work.
you see as you're cutting through, making your way in, a set of ornate double doors that aren't overrun with vines. It's like the vines are avoiding the doors, while you see the same vines are covering the rest of the building. There are dozens of runes burned into the wood of the doors. You nervously ponder the thought that this could indicate the entrance is magically trapped and protected.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Let me finish. You have just begun to examine the symbols when a loud, foreboding snort draws your attention back towards the courtyard entrance. Through the path you made in the tall grass, you see a massive black rhinoceros. The beast paws at the ground with its powerful hoof as it tosses its head from side to side, displaying a lethal 3-foot-long horn.
This is why. No.
Let's get some. Let's have you all roll initiative. Just so that we can get everyone into a system of who goes when.
What do rhinoceroses eat?
They eat just about everything.
That's not meat. I see Myth has a
I'm
12.
thinking hippos. I'm thinking hippos. Hippos are the douchebags.
Do I just do that?
Yeah, there's Elmo. Good God, Elmo. It's your nat fucking 20. Alright, Dara's got a 10. And there we go. And an 8 for Zuri. Alright, cool. Myth, what is your HP and AC?
AC is 14. HP is 11.
Alright, there we go. This way it's all in there. And Rhino.
I do like the way that they put the system in for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Well, shit, that had to be the rhino. Fuck.
Alright, so Elmo, you see this rhino standing before you. What do you do? And it's a bit off. It's back at the entrance. So you're about 35 feet away from it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the stats stuff is still.
Oh, if you look on your screen, your stats are actually above your head.
You can't.
Oh, well, yeah. The... Oh no, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for a skill.
Gotcha.
I have that, but I'm going last, so by the time I go, it's gonna be pissed off.
Especially with me.
Oh god.
I'm gonna be one with the creature. I'm going to try and talk it down. He's still a creature. You are a good puppy.
So are you trying to use animal handling on it?
Horny puppy.
Why does it have to be horny?
Because
it
it's
has
got
a
horns.
horn. It has a horn, therefore it is horny.
The fact that both of y'all said that at the same exact time just makes my life complete.
You are welcome.
So you're trying to use animal handling on the rhinoceros? Let's see what we get. A nat 20 minus 1. So as you're talking to this massive rhinoceros, you find that it does not care and makes more threatening gestures in your direction.
Fuck you.
The rhinoceros, being its turn, does a false charge, and you can feel as the ground rumbles in its wake that this is a powerful beast. It does a false charge and then backs up to its original position. Myth.
I think you should all stop and walk away.
Now you do still have the double doors to your back as well.
I look at the doors, and I look at the rhino, and I turn really quick, and runes aren't their own language in 5e, right?
Magical, well, there is runic languages. There's giants and dwarves use runes. There's arcane runes. Runes are language.
Steve, the other one.
I look at the runes, and I try to see if I can decipher them.
You're gonna have. Are you trying to see if they're magical or if they're a language?
I'm trying to. Well, I don't have any way of detecting magic.
Well, you can always make an arcana check to see if they're magical in nature. You can't tell what they are if they are, but you can tell if it's a magical language.
Let me try to do, because I want to try to enter the doors, but I want to make sure it's not trapped first.
All right. Given that you are in active combat, that's going to be arcana at disadvantage because you're risking turning your back on a rather large beast.
Yeah, but they all have my back.
Yeah, okay.
For this shit.
Still at disadvantage. Nice try.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, if only you could use that one.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, no, they are not arcane that you can tell. Like, yep, those are runes. Burned into a door.
I look at them and oh wait, no, I can't do anything else.
While you talking is a free action.
I look at them and I go, alright, so we got two choices. We're gonna have to either fight and kill this rhino, which I am not equipped to do at this current moment, or we're gonna enter these doors right here. There's the two choices. Guys, someone open over the doors. I cannot do that right now. Guys, open the doors. Open the doors or fight the rhino. Two choices. And
Well,
I'm
it was your
facing-
choice. Well, you get to go first, so.
Like, yeah, and I'm just kind of standing there with, kind of just looking at the doors and just kind of examining them, ignoring the rhino.
You sound like you are on drugs. But yes, I would say we take those.
There's.
I guess I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, so you run to the doors and try to open them?
Yes.
Okay. So, the doors, as you go to push them open, do open. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you make it through. Nothing happens to you. Do you call back and say, hey, come through the doors? Or anything? Or do you just watch the comedic about to happen?
I'm gonna watch.
Alright, Zuri.
Now, he went through the doors. I'm going through the fucking doors.
Dex save.
What did you push to do the thing?
You should just have to hit the skill. Or the...
These.
Yeah. It should work very similar to the Roll20 system. You
Ouch.
dive through the door, nothing happens. Elmac. Elmo. Derp, 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 derp.
I don't think he heard you.
Oh, sorry. I was looking up the white dragon breath. My bad. Sorry.
Ah. Yeah, it's your turn. Top of the initiative order.
I'm gonna door my way to the food.
Dexterity saving throw.
This is gonna be fun.
So, as you start running, I'm going to have Myth give me a save as well. A dex save.
Let me just go ahead and do it right now.
Yep. Because the rhino charges, and you are in its path. Right? So you make it through, you run and you dive through the door. But Elmo, as you're trying to make it through the door, the rhino clips you, and you take 8 points of piercing damage as its horn catches you, but you are now all safely inside.
No, I'm not.
No, you get knocked inside.
Okay, well,
That's
I'm
what
at
you're
0.
Oh my god!
So, Elmo gets launched through the door, unconscious and bleeding.
I only had 8 HP.
Can
Gets-
I heal him?
You may, as the rhino goes back to pacing outside in the
I
grass.
shut the doors.
The doors are shut. Ah, it's freaking Double D all over again.
Well, we're all level 1.
It's Double D all over again.
Why are we fighting something potentially that could kill us in one shot? Come on!
I mean, that's D&D.
I have heard of this. He was an honorable man.
Well, what spell are you using?
Click that. No, that didn't do anything. How do I click that? Something worked! Oh.
Cure Wounds. Well, I mean, it's not a to hit, but okay. So Cure Wounds is touch. All you got to do is it's a D8 plus your modifier. Which for you is probably Wisdom. I want to say for...
Well, what is...
Just go into the dice and roll D8 plus whatever. It'll be a D8 and then whatever your modifier is.
Wisdom is 6.
Huh? D8 plus your wisdom. How's your wisdom 6?
Oh. Let me check the character sheet. Maybe that's got a different number.
Well, no, I'm looking at your thing. It says wisdom is 19, which would be a plus 4.
Well, on my stats sheet, it says... Oh, that's my save. My save is... Okay, D8. I think I did that. Ah, I did that wrong.
Well, you just
Minus
take
2.
what it is. So 10.
I am seeing the light.
So Elmo, you are back at full 8 health.
I am better.
Good job.
I feel like
I look at him and I go, "Well, that was fun."
So you are now all inside the manor. As you dive into the foyer, the main hallway on the first floor is directly in front of you. There is a closed door to your left and a stairwell to your right leading to the second floor. Your attention is immediately drawn to the doorway beneath the stairs. From the second you stepped foot into the house, something began knocking on the other side of this door. The steady banging shows no sign of stopping.
Did
No got inside.
the raven-haired lady whose name escapes me?
Yeah, she's in.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. She goes wherever you go. Yeah, she dove in. She wasn't fucking around with that.
She's like, "I'm a goddamn bard. I ain't gonna."
I didn't see her dexterity save.
You don't need to.
She has plot armor.
Don't make me use the god dice on you. Yes, initiative will run until I don't need it.
What is the initiative? Because I like writing it down so I can know where I'm going.
Well, if you open your sidebar and hit 3, you'll see the initiative tracker.
When I hit 3,
Uh-huh.
it's my skills.
So it'll be the one that's the whatever's combat. If you have a combat, it'll be a shield with 2 swords.
In our action, all it has is the weapons.
Okay, so it's Elmo, Myth, Darius, and Zuri right now. In that order.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that.
Okay.
That's only on the DM side.
Okay. Alright, so you guys hear this loud booming from the door to your... It's a door under the stairs.
And it's Death's turn?
It would
Not
be... It would be Elmo's turn. Well, no, because Elmo's the one to instigate it, so Myth, it would be you.
I look and I go, "There's banging in the stairs, and under the stairs, and there's stairs, and I stare at a door. There's a door. Is it locked? Is it?" I look at the raven-haired lady, the bard, and go, "So much exploration. Where do we start?" Let's start not with the banging sound. That always ends up endangered. Badness. This room, I start to look around and try to search this room first. Maybe there's a clue of what's under the stairs under here. Let's look. I'm looking all on the floor.
Can you not speak so damn fast?
I was speaking really slow. What are you talking about?
No, you're not. You're going
Your
to...
character is on speed.
Realistically, I understood everything she said.
Realistically, I was
did.
speaking really slow.
Realistically, honey? No, you're not. You're speaking at normal Tarr.
I look around the floor and I go, "Are there clues? Let's find the clues.
Investigation.
Figure this out." Oh, that's right. I have to use Spanish for investigation.
Your equipment thing shouldn't be blank, but it is, so you have problems.
I mean, if it lets you, then yes. So, yep, you're investigating that floor and that pretty hard, but you find no clues.
I mean, I'm not just the floor, like just the general area.
There are no clues.
Nothing at all. There's nothing at all anywhere.
No clues.
And I just keep exploring the room while other people do their things.
Darius. Investigation, unless you have... You're a fighter, so investigation. I mean, you got two doors. You got two doors on either side, of stairs, and then more doors along the way. I mean, just because it's banging, doesn't mean nothing. 10. Nope. You find no clues. It's just what you see.
Yeah, well, we open that door. You get to go first.
I mean, banging on that door can't be bad, right?
Zuri.
I turn, I go, last time there was banging on a door, it was a ghost and a lich. Probably not this time.
I would go with your character would never survive a lich at level 1.
It
We
was
couldn't even survive a rhino at level 1.
Zuri.
Anyway. I'd like to investigate the door behind us. You know, the one that's not making noise.
So, the one leading into number 2?
Yes.
What's behind door number 2?
Alright, so you open the door.
I just realized I was muted for what I just did.
I'd like to...
the door number 2 thing.
Do I see anything unusual about the door that would make me not want to open it?
Wooden door with a brass handle.
Okay, fine, fuck it, let's open the door.
This 15 by 15 foot room contains a comfortable sofa and chairs. The quality material and engraved wood mark these items of furniture to be of high quality. On a coffee table in the middle of the room is a glass decanter of glowing violet liquid.
Glowing liquid?
That's what I said.
Can I Arcana check that?
You absolutely can. So, yes, it is magical. And you have seen this specific color, not in water, but when fellow druids and other woodland spirits would use fairy fire.
Touch it!
And it looks to be about a 20-ounce decanter.
It's in basically a closed bottle.
Yeah, it's closed. It's in a very nice decanter.
I'm just gonna pick it up and take it with me.
Okay, so you now have a bottle of fairy fire colored liquid. 20 ounces. Anything else you want to do in the room?
I don't see anything else of note.
Nope, just the high price and high quality furniture.
I guess I'm gonna walk back out into the hallway.
Okay, the whole time you're still hearing the banging on the other door. And it brings us back to Elmo. Brings us back to Elmo. Elmo. Elmo.
Sorry, I was distracted by the lady next to me making random noises to the screen she was looking at.
So Zuri went into the room to your left, to the right. That door is still, you still hear the banging. You have stairs and you have doors further along the hall.
And there was nothing in the the number 2. Right.
Well, Zuri got what was in number 2.
And I'm gonna take what's behind door number 3, Johnny.
Alright, the door is unlocked. A long, finely crafted dining table dominates the center of the room. Sitting in each of the 8 chairs around the table are skeletal remains dressed in fine attire. Shockingly, the head of each dinner guest is missing. Set out in front of each skeleton is a large plate with a dome cover. The table is also adorned with fine cutlery and 2 silver candelabras. On the south wall is a large painting of the full moon.
I would like to investigate the head of the table, what would be the head of the table, and uncover their point.
Okay, so you take the dome off at the head of the table, and you see I think I gotta see what the order is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. You see that it is the symbol of the new moon underneath the dome, carved into the plate.
Okay. I do not understand this. I need someone to tell me where this is. Help.
So, you all hear Elmo call for help from the room that he went into.
We're still in initiative.
Yep. I'm just saying that you all hear it. So, Myth, you get to go first.
I go. Oh shit! He's in trouble. Not knowing what's going on, I look up from the grain of dirt that I was analyzing on the floor, and I grab my dagger. I grab
one of dagger.
I have one. I have 2 daggers. I had 2 daggers. I have my dagger, and I pull my rapier out, and I go running into the room and go, "What do you need? Why do you need help?" And I like have my weapons at the ready to just pow if I gotta.
I need someone smarter than me.
Ah, so you did call for the best, or at least I came the best. It's one of the 2. So, what do you need help?
Best is a matter of perspective.
And I have the best perspective as well.
So say you.
I do.
I read what is symbol on the plate.
What do I need to roll?
This would be a basic history check.
So just roll history.
Mm-hmm.
For whom these people might be.
So you know that this is a mark of the new moon, used in certain magic circles as a way of summoning things or controlling certain types of magic, if all the signs were put together in certain ways. And this is one of the 8.
Is this important?
And so it's just that one plate right there.
So that's the only one that's uncovered.
On the only one uncovered. Can I reach over and just pull another one off?
Sure, left or right.
Right.
So that one is the... So when you pull the dome off the plate, you see that this plate has the waxing crescent moon carved into the plate.
What's
I
going
rub my
on?
I rub my chin and I go, yes, yes. There's a moon symbol. 2. I'm going to make a good assumption with my deduction of my bigger brain than yours, Dragonborn. That if we lift all of these, something bad might happen. Because their symbols of the moon are all carved underneath, or are on these plates. Not carved.
Oh, they're carved into it, into the plates.
Can you tell who people are?
Well, I know what they don't need. They don't need hats anymore.
Why hats?
They're headless, correct?
Yep. There is not a skull in sight.
I look at them and go, well, they're skullless, so they don't need hats. Typically, one needs a head to decipher who or what one might be. But.
Well,
I guess we're going to go on a head hunting adventure now.
I guess asking that question didn't get us ahead in the matter.
Where'd she go?
She's back.
I don't hear her.
Huh?
Oh, I hear her, but I don't see her.
Yeah, it's a known issue.
It's a known
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
I know we're not getting ahead in this matter, but the head hunting adventure begins.
My brain hurts.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Stick with me, kid. I got you.
I feel that is not reassuring. But lead way.
Darius.
I shout to find out what's going on.
Instead of walking to like 15 feet to get there.
Yeah, they could be in trouble soon.
I'm glad we're not.
Don't worry, we are.
I'm a fighter. I'm gonna yell to make sure it's clear before I walk into the room.
I know, right?
I need to know that
The tank is gonna be a wuss.
We are heading out. Don't worry about us.
Alright, I'll walk in here. Try to find out what's going on.
As you walk in, you see the same thing. You see 8 headless skeletons. 2 of the domes are revealed. If you're trying to see if you know what the carvings mean, then give me a history check. So with an 18, yep, you understand. You've been a fighter for a while. You've had many nights outside. You know that these are symbols that most people associate with the phases of the moon. But whether or not you know if anything magical about it, that's matter perspective. Like, there's always been superstition around it, but you never know.
I would like to take a look at the painting.
Okay. Let me find the painting again. So it's just a large painting of the full moon. Yeah, if you're trying to figure out what it is, you would give me an investigation for that. It's a really nice painting of the full moon, but when you like go to look at the edges, it doesn't look right for how you would hang a painting.
I stare at the skeletons that are around.
Well, there's 8 of them.
So I can Is there any way to should I like? I want to see what's going on with the skeletons as well if I can.
Well, I mean, they're just sitting around a table as if they were waiting for a resplendent meal, and are just skeletons without heads. And you see the 8 domed plates, and 2 of the domes have been removed, showing signs of the moon.
Yes, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Zuri.
You still hearing the banging, by the way?
Oh yeah, it never stopped. It's still going on.
What's the door I'm standing next to look like?
Well, this is the door where you came out of. And it's just wood.
Yeah, no, I mean, I moved for a reason.
I mean, it's the same wooden door with the brass knob.
Okay. I'm gonna open this door.
The door that your token is in front of?
Yes.
That's the room you were in already.
No, I keep moving myself next to the 5.
Alright, well, it's not showing up on my map, so I'll just put you there.
Oh, I don't even see the map.
Whoa. Well, that's really not right.
Well, no, because I was zooming out to make sure there wasn't a secondary token. Alright, so yeah, all the doors look the same. They're all nice wooden doors with brass frames.
Alright. So,
Or brass handles, rather.
yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah, let me get to where it is. The 20 by 20 foot parlor room contains comfortable chairs and other fine furnishings. In the corner of the room is a large ornate vase. Up against the south wall is a matching pair of wooden chairs and a solid block table with a marble surface marked into black and white squares. Pieces have been laid out on the squares for the game Kings and Pawns, chess, a popular game played amongst nobility. It appears as if someone left the game unfinished. So, because I don't really have a way of showing you what the chessboard looks like, I will say that based on the turn order, the turn counter, it's Black's turn, and the game seems to be able to be won in a single move. And I will let you make a intelligence, just a base intelligence check to see if you know what that move is.
Do I roll it like an intelligence save?
Nope, just intelligence check. Because
How to do that?
it's a d20 plus whatever your intelligence modifier is. And if you... Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. You critted it. Net 20. So yeah, you make the correct move, which is moving the knight located at E2 to C3. Not that it really matters, but that's how the chessboard lays out. You hear an audible click in the room, or from the game table. The compartment in the table opens. You cannot see within it. All you can do is reach in and see what's in there.
I'm gonna reach in and see what's in the damn thing.
So you reach in and you find you feel an object that's about 4 to 5 inches wide and about 7 inches tall. And as you pull it out, it's almost like a bowling ball. But when you pull it out, you are holding a human skull with a symbol carved into its forehead. If you wish to see if you know what the symbol means, roll me a history check. Or Arcana. I'll give you Arcana if you're better at Arcana than history.
Actually, they're the same.
Okay. Well, with a 13, you know that this ties to the moon. This is one of the moon signs. The waxing gibbous moon is carved into its head.
Yeah. Is there anything else of note in this room?
Nope.
Hey guys, I found something. It's a little concerning. I don't need help. They're already pretty dead.
I mean, are they as dead as the headless people we have in here?
Well, I have a head but no body.
Thanks
Well, we
for
have
the
bodies
heads
with
up.
no head. Hey guys, we should head over there.
Or she can head over to you.
Or, yeah, true.
Yeah. I'll just can you just move me over there?
All right. So you have the waxing gibbous skull.
You just told me I had first.
Now they have not seen the mark for the waxing gibbous. They've seen the waxing crescent and the new moon.
I can't remember the order for those things. Are those sequential?
If you give me another history check, you'll know. Or continue to not know. A 13 again. So you know that the order goes full starting. So if you're looking head on at the table from the long side, on your left, new moon, then going clockwise, waxing gibbous, first quarter, waxing crescent, new moon, waning crescent, third quarter, and waning gibbous before resetting at full.
So, based on this information, is what I'm seeing on the table likely to follow that pattern?
More than likely, because you do see that the waxing crescent and new moon are next to each other.
Whichever one applies to the skull I'm holding.
Which would be the second one.
Can I lift that one?
Yep, you see the same symbol. So there is
Alright,
a
archaeologist, what do you think we should do?
there
with
is
this
a headless
information?
there is headless skeletons sitting at each of the positions.
Well, there are a couple of things that we can do. You can put the head on and see if it talks, and that's always fun. I've read about that in a book once. Never seen it, but it could be fun.
She wants to give a skeleton head.
I want to give it its head back or proffer a burial. Depends.
Is that not what I said?
Fine, I'm gonna put the skeleton's head back on its body and let's see if it destroys the world.
I think that's what I said.
So yeah, it sits on the head, or it sits on the body, but nothing happens.
I'm slightly disappointed, and everyone can see it in my face that it didn't start talking. Perhaps we need
What
to
a
find all the heads, replace all the heads on top of the bodies, and then something will happen. But this does beg a question, dear friends, as she walks around the room, stroking her chin, thinking a little bit. Who beheaded them? Who hid the heads? And are they still here?
That's a good question considering I found that in a chess table that have the winning move played to open it.
I pull out a little notebook and I write that down. I go, it's interesting. It's interesting. I look over at the bard. Do you have any ideas about this? Or have heard anything in your myths and legends?
It would give us a head start.
Or at least a good heads up.
I already knew that.
I pat him on the back. There's only so many heady puns we have. Let's repeat
That
them.
doesn't mean you reuse it.
I stare at him. I do what I want. I do what I want.
You can do nothing.
I pop him on the head, bitch.
You are rude.
So what does the bard have to say for this?
You do not strike a sage of the monk temple.
That is true. We haven't heard from the NPC.
I think he's looking for answers.
Oh, okay.
Take your time.
That's okay. I'm looking for answers about you. You confuse me.
I confuse everybody. And she kind of grins and her teeth kind of shine very bright against her purplish skin.
You are shady as hell.
Oh.
And I have 7 intelligence. And I can tell that you are shady.
I had to mute my desktop audio on recording because the ambient sound was overpowering everybody.
Aw, you just missed all the fun conversation we just had.
No, this is your audio is still running. I had to take care of that because I can't turn off the ambient sound.
Oh, gotcha.
But yes, I actually did miss what you guys were saying, but that's not the point. Elmo.
Oh, we had asked if the bard had any information about the heads, or if she heard anything
Nope,
about
she knows nothing.
Okay.
She's just wandering around with you, taking notes in her little book.
Did we ever get her name?
Yes!
Wow.
I am bad with names.
Ay,
is
Dios
called
mío. Her name was Ravana,
Okay.
yes.
I just didn't write it down, sorry.
Ravana Greywire.
Smells like bard spirit. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
So, Elmo, where are you going?
I'm getting glared at. I'm going to 4.
Well,
You
actually,
guys stay here.
you can... Hang on. Where is it?
I'm going to.
Hang on, I want to make sure 4 is an actual... Yeah, okay, so this 20 by... Let me drag Elmo in here. Oop. This 20 by 20 foot area has 2 long tables with benches that run the length of the room. At one point, the tables were laid out with platters of meat, vegetables, cheese, fruit, and bread, but it has long since spoiled. Now a blanket of mold and dust covers the former feast.
Oh, they wasted the meat.
Someone appears to have gone through the trouble of setting up a dozen larger-than-life stone statues of rats throughout the room. 3 are set up.
Stupid rats.
3 are set up amidst the moldy food on the tabletops. 1 is on a bench perched on his hind legs, and the final 2 are set up on the floor under the tables.
Stupid rats couldn't eat the meat. Now it went to waste. Okay. Okay, what was under the table again?
Some 2 more of the rat statues.
Just rats. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So, yep.
There's nothing else in this room, really.
Not
I'm
that
gonna
you
look
can
around,
see.
See if there's anything I notice.
All right.
Other than the rat statue, something out of place.
Well, as you're going to investigate, give me a say a what is it? Hang on. I gotta find the spell. It doesn't give me the right one. Spell. There we go. You need to give me a... What is the controlling
I'm about to die
thing?
again.
No, you're not going to
No.
die.
He's going to be double D. I know no life.
Where the hell
Just
is it?
live on the ground.
Can I use guidance to help him?
Nope.
I
Constitution saving throw.
I see no smiles.
Oh no. Well, that's not bad.
And it didn't show up in my chat. That was a 14, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so for some reason it didn't show up in the chat. So you have a fraction of a moment of realization as you start to look around and investigate things as your body turns to stone. And
I'm stoned.
everyone else hears suddenly rats start squeaking as the rats are no longer stone.
The rats are taking my life and turning me to stone. I'm getting stoned. I will be the stone dragon born.
Ugh. Did the chat break?
Yeah, I think chat broke. So I'm going to need you guys to call out whatever rules you get.
At first I was afraid. Now I'm petrifying.
Myth. You hear these rats coming to life. You just start suddenly hearing rats squeaking, but Elmo makes no reaction to the sound.
I look around in the room that I'm in, and I'm like, Elmo? And I just kind of poke my head out, Elmo, and I just keep shouting for him, and then I walk to the room, and I just kind of stand in the door, not in the room, but outside of the door. And I go, Elmo,
He's
the room's infested with rats. Just walk out, dude.
He's just standing there.
Can I, Elmo? Hey, I know you're slow to talk, but and while I'm trying to
You
figure it
do
out,
know
can I
that as you're talking, these rats are getting ready to just start munching
on him.
on anything that they can get to. There's 6 giant-ass rats in this room.
Technically, if I'm petrified, they can't eat the stone, can't they?
You don't know. You'll find out.
Can I? What? I'd like to
By a vowel?
I'd like to roll a dice. Would insight or perception to try to figure out why he's just standing there?
I mean, perception at disadvantage because you have very hungry rats closing in on you.
I mean, I'm still not in the room. I'm just kind of saying.
They see you and it's an initiative.
Oh, okay. I forgot we're still. I forgot that we've stayed stuck in initiative. Let's see.
And again, 6 very hungry rats have come to life.
9.
He's just standing there.
the shit?
Nat 1.
Not what?
You got a
It
nat
said
1.
15.
It looked, no, it showed, well,
No, it's on this.
it's not on my screen. What I saw was a 1 on your screen because it went poof.
Yeah, no, legit. It showed a 1, but it said 15 on
Yeah,
the equal.
Well, either way, the first one was a 9.
Yeah,
Honey, the chat is broken.
it just started working again.
Not for me. It only shows mine.
The last thing I see is Elmo.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
okay.
too.
Zuri.
So your lowest roll was a 9
9.
because the disadvantage, so you can't tell why he's just standing there.
But I look at the rats and I go, fuck. And obviously, if they're not, are there any within attacking range then?
If you have a ranged weapon, yeah. Or walk into the room.
Oddly enough, rats are the creature that I fear the most.
Oh.
So I'm just going to short bow it. Just going to pull my bow out and try to bow it.
Okay.
9 plus 5, 14.
14 will hit.
Four and 3, 7.
You kill one of the rats. 5 remaining.
And then I just kind of hide myself in the door. Not just kind of move to the side like, I don't do rats. I don't do rats. I don't do rats.
Darius.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I would like to use my crossbow on it.
You would be at disadvantage because Myth is... Well, Myth, you said you moved to the side, right?
Yeah, move to the side.
Okay, so yeah, you get... There's a shot to be made.
Okay.
And your mic's also muted, so I'm hearing you through Ty.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, he only unmutes his mic if I mute mine.
Is it? How do I?
That's a hit.
What do I roll now? Do I roll anything else?
Yeah, you roll your damage.
Is it a D6?
It'll tell you on whatever weapon you used.
Oh,
So what weapon was it?
okay.
You said it was a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
Light crossbow is 1d8.
Yep.
Is there a modifier?
Yeah, his dex.
Oh.
So what's your dex mod?
Okay.
No, what? Why'd you roll a secondary d8?
Oh, because the other one didn't have the modifier.
What is your dex? You should have a +1 to that. So what was the first damage again?
8.
So, yep, you shoot a rat and you kill it.
Boom. That's it for me.
Zuri.
Do I have a clear shot? I'm assuming
I mean,
no.
nobody got in the way, so yeah.
How far away are they?
If you're trying to shoot them with a bow, they're well within range.
Hmm. All right.
Well, that's damage. What was your... attack roll.
Oh shit! Right. I don't know how to do that. Right. It's a D20. Duh. Do I have to roll anything with the D20?
No, you just add your modifier to it.
Which modifier?
Your attack modifier, which is your, for ranged weapon, your dex plus proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency. My dex is 3. I don't know what my proficiency is.
Look at your character sheet.
Oh, it's just that default 2 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 5.
So D20 plus 5. That's a hit. Double damage.
Well, now it's a dead rat.
So you're using a short sword or a short bow?
Yeah.
All right, so that's 6 plus your dex of 3, so that's 9 roll, and so you get max plus a roll. Because we're not constrained to roll 20s nonsense.
I mean, I technically I rolled the damage before I rolled the hit.
Well, I don't have a chat, so I don't know what I said.
I don't know what it said either.
So just re-roll.
Oh, it was a 6.
Okay, so 9 plus 6. Yeah, that rat is just like exploded. All right, anything else?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, so it is now the rat's turn, and the 3 remaining rats run out of the room into the dining room. 1 to each of you. So now I gotta yoink, yoink. So Myth, does a 12 hit your armor class?
No.
Zuri, does a 11 hit your armor class?
No.
And Ben's character Darius, does a 17 hit your armor class?
Wow.
You take 6 damage as it bites through your armor into your leg. You take 6 damage. All right. Elmo, you are currently petrified. There we go. So you can't do anything. Come on, work with me here.
I can hope.
Myth.
I mean, can you though? I mean, if you're petrified, does your brain continue to function?
Depends on the petrification.
I want to hope that I can hope.
Myth. You have a rat that's biting at your heels.
I hate rats, and I pull my rapier out. I
Mhm.
drop my bow on the ground and I pull my rapier out. I go, die, bitch, die!
Okay, make your attack roll.
Again, she is crazy.
9.
9 does not hit. It scurries out of the way and comes back in. Darius, this rat took a chunk out of you.
I take out my greatsword and I stab it.
Okay.
A great sword seems like a ridiculous way to deal with a rat.
If this hits, it deserves it. Alright, so. And it.
Oh no.
13 will hit.
Oh, okay.
It's only a rat.
You killed the cock.
Max damage. It is dead. It is in pieces.
I take its body and throw it.
You've thrown the giant or the dire rat's body onto the table. Zuri,
Yeah,
you have the rat on you, and then the rat that's still on Myth.
Well, I'm going to hit the one attacking me first.
Mm-hmm.
And now I need to figure out how to. Okay, so the sheet says this scimitar is a +5 to hit, so it's a
D20 plus 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it'll be 1d6 plus 3 for your damage if you hit. And swing, and it dodges. It scurries out of the way.
God damn piece of shit rat! I want to kick it.
The one on Zuri first is a miss. And then the one on Myth does a 12 hit.
No.
All right. Elmo. So on this turn, you're suddenly back to flesh. You're no longer stone. And you're still muted.
That feels better. I hope this would happen.
All right, so the rats are no longer in the room with you, but you do hear the sounds of combat outside the door.
We'll go there.
Okay. So you see that there's a rat on Zuri and a rat on Myth.
So I will go to the closest one right there.
All right,
As long as that's enough space.
Yeah, you got space. It's just a generalized map.
Okay.
All right, so you're on
I'm
Myth.
just gonna punch it.
All right. You have advantage. I'll give you flanking with Myth for this.
I
So,
can see the map.
The only thing is I
well,
don't.
honey, I put the map in Discord for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you had it on the screen too.
I do have it on the screen. With
The only thing is, you know how the monk works fully, because I'm still kind of trying to read it and understand it.
Monk works just like any other fighter, basically, except you're using your fists instead of a weapon in most cases. But they get a free bonus action unarmed strike. So they basically,
That's what I'm going for. Would it be 1d4 plus a 1d4?
well, no, you still have to hit. You still have to roll to hit on both strikes. You get your regular one. And then after that is your secondary unarmed strike is a bonus action where you roll to hit again, and it's just a D4 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, I was more meaning what the damage was.
Yeah, it's just D4 plus your strength mod, so plus 3.
Okay. Then I am rolling for that.
Okay, and you have advantage, so you roll twice, take the higher number.
It's plus. Is it plus proficiency or is it just a straight D20?
It's D20 plus your controlling attribute, which in your case is strength, plus proficiency, which it really should have put all that in there.
Or I can swap it for Dex, right?
If it's higher, but if on yours are the same.
No, it's the same either way, yeah.
Yeah. But that should be keyed into if your sheet didn't eat everything like it did to Ty. It should be when you hit your unarmed, if it's even an option, you should be able to just roll it out from there.
I don't see an unarmed option.
Then yeah, it's just D20 plus 5.
I mean, I see unarmored defense and martial arts, but I don't.
No.
I can't actually click anything, so.
Yeah, so just do D20 plus 5.
Plus 5?
Because you have plus 3 from your modifier, plus 2 proficiency.
Oh. Okay.
So, yep, that's a hit. Unless you want to go crit fishing.
Nope, that is for that one. So 1d4.
1d4 plus 3.
Oh, I didn't do the +2, but
Plus 3, so it's 7. Max damage, you kill it. It goes squish as you punch it. You punch it, and its bones turn to powder.
I have Punch of Doom.
Now, you do still have enough... I'll say you have enough movement to get to Zuri, and you still have your bonus action unarmed strike as well.
But I don't think I'd be able to reach the other rat, would I?
I just said you could.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, fine. I'm rolling proficiency again. Another good thing. 20 plus 5. Okay.
You hit. So 1d4 plus 3.
So. Oh, shit. Cancel that.
You did 3d4.
I did 3d4. Okay, here's a proper one.
GG derp. So 4 damage. It's still standing, but my god, did you mess its day up. It is like bleeding from every orifice that it can.
Oh, it looks like Watson then.
What?
Watson is not a rat dog.
No, but he's crippled.
Myth, your turn.
Only when he sploots.
It's the corgi sploot. Come
It's
on.
the corgi sploot.
Yeah, but he makes it worse by dragging his hind legs.
True.
Yeah, corgis have the way they're shaped or the way they lay down is they put their back legs straight out. They just kind of fall forward and let their back legs stay straight out.
Oh.
It's adorable. So there's the one rat left.
Yep, the one on Zuri that Elmo just punched and like
Has all of
broke
probably
all of its
20
bones.
I look at it, I go, death to all rats. And I go to rapier it.
Oh,
Could have just
okay.
spit on it.
Oh, tell me that's a 1.
God damn it.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
God damn it.
Zuri, you take 9 points of piercing damage as Myth, going to stab the rat, stabs you instead.
So, who else has cure?
I do not. I can only hope the best for you.
I mean, you have one more spell slot.
I have 1 health.
You have health.
Okay, you're not down. Okay, you're not down.
No.
That's what I thought you meant.
No.
I was fucking with you a little bit. But yeah, you dropped me down to 1.
I'm aware. It was either that or have Derp relive Double D again.
I don't know what that means.
Dom Derpley in the season 1 of Fellowship where he kept going down and dying to
I went down in
everything.
one fight like 4 times in a row.
Oh my god.
And
got
it gave
res,
him a permanent insanity for it.
Oh.
All right, so all the rats are dealt with. And it is...
Isn't the one still
Oh, no, that's right.
alive?
Yeah, the one is left because you
Well,
got
she
stabbed.
me instead of it.
Darius. You saw that all go down. What you gonna do?
For the love of God, don't hit me.
That's one thing.
I feel like I want to use a crossbow on it.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
go for it.
I'm going for it. Here it goes. Right there.
Well, it's not a 1. But it's not enough to hit either.
Oh, this one's wiry.
No, your aim was just trash.
Oh, whoops! I shouldn't have looked up.
Zuri. You got the rat in front of you. You got stabbed by Myth. The bard is just taking extensive notes on the fight.
What's the damage on a kick?
Well, assuming you successfully hit 1 plus your strength modifier. So for you, 1 plus 1. 2.
That'd be incredible.
I guarantee you it will kill it.
If she hits.
If I hit, what's the
So it's D20 plus your strength, so D20 plus 1, because you're not proficient in unarmed fighting.
I guarantee you it probably doesn't have a high AC either. Just don't get a 1.
Look, I already fucked up my scimitar, and I'm actually supposed to be able to use that. So
I'll go for it.
Roll it, D20 plus 1, see what happens.
Just if you get a 1, you stub your toe, and then you die.
That wasn't what would happen, but it will now.
How'd you stub your toe?
You stub your toe, take 1 damage, and you are unconscious.
Oh my god.
And apparently I'm the only person with healing abilities in the group, so
Well, you're the only spellcaster, so yeah.
I can put a band-aid on it.
I'm basically bleeding profusely from a hole in my side or something.
Pretty much.
Because someone doesn't know how to aim at something on the floor.
Rats, man,
God damn
It
it.
is a Hello Orky
okay.
band-aid.
Fuck it.
You hit,
Probably.
so you do 2 damage, and it dies as you punt it across the room.
And it's good.
It's good.
Go!
Bye, bitch.
That was pathetic.
Seriously. Myth, you couldn't have just kicked the fucker? You had to stab me?
It was a
She-
rat, and it was there, and it was staring at me. Did you see its eyes? They were big.
I
They were.
told
It was
you.
staring at me!
I
No.
told you she is
I
crazy.
felt it in my soul staring at me as if it was going to eat me alive.
Hey, myth.
What?
You have to have a soul.
Oh.
I haven't sold it to anyone yet today, so I still have it.
Wait a minute. What do you mean today? I don't think you get to sell it more than once.
But
Well,
just
depends
kidding.
on if you kill the buyer.
Anyway,
Is that what you did?
can I cure myself?
You absolutely can roll cure wounds on yourself. D8 plus your plus 4.
If you die, we will cure you over a fire.
That's not how. That doesn't help.
I am just trying to
Helps
make
to
you
sate
feel
hunger.
better.
You get 8 points back. You're at 9 out of 10.
It would not be cannibalism
And I
for
believe
me.
that's all I can do for the day, correct? So,
Yep. I mean, you still have your
y'all better not
cantrips.
fuck up for the rest of the day.
You got cantrips.
Yeah, my cantrips don't heal.
I didn't say they did. I'm just saying you can still cast cantrips if you need them.
I would like to note that I have only fucked up for myself.
Yes, well. And anybody injuring themselves for the rest of the day will be healed with fire.
Oh.
I'm immune to that.
No, you're not.
I'm resistant. Sorry.
I am resistant to cold.
You're also level 1.
I'm still resistant.
You can resist it all you want. I can cast it as much as I want.
That's like when they say a phone is waterproof, you drop it in water and it breaks. No, it's water resistant.
Elmo, what you doing? There's still the knocking door, the stairs, And doors 6 and 7.
I like this room to room thing. I'm going to 6.
Okay, let me find number 6 real quick. And find an Elmo, pull an Elmo into the room. This 25 by 20 foot room is filled with 2 ornate divans, several chairs, and tables. The walls of the room are entirely covered with mounted butterflies of all shapes, sizes, and colors. Sitting on one of the tables is a jar which contains what appear to be 3 live butterflies. At the bottom of a jar is a golden yellow gemstone.
Is there a window nearby?
No.
I do not trust it. But I am not a smart man. I'm going to pick up one of the jars, but not open it.
Okay, it's just the one jar that has the 3
Oh, I
butterflies
thought
and the
there was
gem.
3 okay.
No, it's sitting on one of the tables is a jar which contains what appears to be 3 live butterflies
Oh,
and a
3
gemstone.
butterflies in one jar. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that, but I won't open it.
Okay, so you now have the jar that has 3 butterflies and the golden yellow gemstone, which appears to be extremely valuable. Like life-changingly valuable. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Myth.
Although I have to ask if there's any way to add a random item yourself, or because I typed in something, but I can't exactly add it. I have to add an actual item.
Do you have a note section?
I'm about to say the notes might be
I
the
can
best
do
place.
that, yeah.
Yeah, add yourself a note for now until it gets added in.
I kind of look around and I go, all right, if no one's going to handle this, I will. And I walk over to where the knocking is coming from and I knock on the door back.
It's just constant knocking. Let me double check that real quick. Yep, it's just still knocking.
I put my hand on the handle,
Mhm.
twist it, and try and open the door.
So as you start opening it, you get it open a few inches and it just slams back shut as if someone pulls it from the other side.
Look,
They don't want housekeeping.
So if
You're
you
in your
want,
own room.
if you want to open the door, you have to roll a strength check. If you are proficient in athletics, I'll let you roll that.
In athletics, no.
Okay, so just strength roll d20 plus your strength modifier.
Come on, I got this to roll earlier today.
Or just do it manually if it's giving you trouble.
Yeah, I'm testing all the pieces.
Well, you didn't roll a nat 1, so you win. The door, as if whatever was holding it seems to just let go. You see inside this little room, because it's not very big, it's like a little closet of sorts. You see a human skull sitting on the floor. Carved into the forehead is the symbol of the waxing crescent moon. You have now found your second skull.
Can I check the room for traps before I walk into it?
Sure. Investigation.
Well, I actually have investigation.
Wait, if there's just a skull in the room, what the hell was keeping her from opening the door in the first place?
That's why I'm investigating.
Ghost.
19 plus 5, 24.
24 will be enough. So yep, there's no traps. It's just a skull sitting in the closet.
It's scary.
I can't tell where she went.
Spooky, scary
She went to the
skeletons.
door next to the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I look and I reach my hand in and I just grab the skull out with just.
Okay, you now have the skull in your hand.
And can I just walk it into the other room
Sure, absolutely.
and put it on the body the coordinating body?
Sure, absolutely. Darius.
I guess I'll go to door 7.
All right. Oop. Number 7. This 15 by 35 foot room once served as the manor's kitchen. The room has several work tables and a large fireplace dominates the northern wall. There is a large collection of cooking utensils and pans. A row of clay jars rests on a shelf along the south wall. Sitting on the largest of the tables is a wooden bowl containing 3 oddly colored apples. There is a bright blue one, a bright red one, and one that is yellow. There is a narrow stairwell that leads up to the second floor and a door to the left of the fireplace that appears to lead outside.
I'd like to check the apples.
Okay. So you go over to the bowl of apples, you see the blue, red, and yellow.
Blue.
I want the blue one.
So as you touch the blue one, you suddenly turn blue yourself.
Oh?
You're turning
Hey.
violet, Violet.
Abadi abadi if
I
I was
just blew
gay.
myself.
What was that?
Look, you touched it without. How, it's a blue fucking apple. What did you think was gonna happen?
I didn't know what was gonna happen.
That's why you
blue,
touched it.
bright and light. I want it.
All right, so you're now blue holding a blue apple.
If you want it, just touch it.
You do anything else?
I'd like to investigate the room a little more.
Okay, roll investigation.
It says 12.
Yep. You see the door, you see the stairs, and you see the door to your right.
Alright. I guess I would like to try to go to door 8.
Hang on. Why is it saying something is there that's not? All right, so as you're going to the door, something happens to you. 1 second.
That was ominous. Something happens to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. Helps if I could learn the spell. Where is it? D20 plus 6. So, does a... Oof, that's going to hit. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. So,
You're dead, aren't you?
That's 14 damage.
Oh, he would have been dead even if you hadn't got hit by the rat.
So,
Yeah.
Fen,
-7.
-7.
so Fen, what happens is, whatever it was that attacked you hides your body in there and walks out as you. So for now, I'm just going to use your token since it looks just like you. So yeah, that happened.
Whoops.
Zuri. You're still up here in room 3. You don't know anything happened because you all split up and, you know, Myth is in room 3 with you. She put a skull on the appropriate skeleton.
I'm going to be shutting my camera off because Rain's going to be heading to bed.
Okay.
Night rain.
Zuri, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean, there's still
Thank you for saying bless you on that.
the
That's really
steps. You can follow into room 7. You can follow into room 6.
I'm gonna go keep company with the person that didn't stab me.
Well, that's 2 of them.
6.
Okay, so you head over into the room with Elmo. You see him holding a jar with butterflies and a gem in it. You see all the butterflies on the wall. What do you do?
I found butterflies.
I see.
I don't want to open. I fear for bad things. But take with me.
Does the jar look weird in any way?
It's a jar.
I've got a director.
Mm. I think I'm just going to follow Elmo.
Okay.
Not a wise choice, but do as you will.
Well, you didn't stab me, so, you know.
No, but following me, you may get stabbed by other things. But that will work.
All right, Fen has his information. Oh, except for one thing. 1 second.
Who is
Okay.
doing what?
So, Fen, do with that as you will. You guys are in 6. You're not going to do anything else in that room? You're just going to hang out with Elmo?
Yes, that's Zuri's plan.
All right. Elmo. Hanging out. It's a nice room.
Where is? Obviously, my character doesn't know where's Fen at.
He's outside of room 7. He came back out into the hallway.
I'm going to walk out and start heading that direction. And when I see him, he's like, "Did that room have anything about you?"
So as you walk into the hallway, you immediately notice that he is no longer green, but in fact blue.
Did you get cold?
Sure.
That's real hard to hear you, Fen.
Well, but
Yes.
There we go. I can hear you a bit better now.
Yes, it was very cold in there.
Normally, if you are turning blue, you are dying. Are you dying?
No, I think I'm gonna be fine.
You look poisoned. You look blue, dabba dee da. No.
Love that song.
So, Darius, you know, given what's happened, what the apples were, and that you know that it was the apple that did it. That's why you're blue.
I'm blue because of an apple. Leave those apples alone.
Okay. I guess it would be perception if I could tell if he sounds weird compared to what I'm used to.
That would be, yeah, that or insight. I'll do insight.
Insight, okay.
Because you're trying to see if there's something different about him other than being blue. Other than being the other half of Paradigm Gaming.
Would I still be following him, or am I just in this room by myself?
Well, right now you'd be there by yourself.
Hmm.
So yep, he's definitely blue. And it might, so you don't know if it's like just because of the apple thing turning him blue or not, but he does sound a little bit different, but not like noticeably so.
Okay. Well, okay, I believe what you are saying.
Myth.
Where are you headed now?
Well, yeah, unless Elmo's going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because
If
you are done, I am heading upstairs.
Are you?
Okay. So I would head upstairs from there. I don't know where my movement stops.
All right, we'll put you at the stairs for now to let everyone decide what they're going to do. So, Myth, you see Elmo walk past the door and start heading towards the stairs. What do you do?
So I'm in the room and I'm in this room by myself for the first time, right?
Yeah.
So I want to use my historical knowledge, which is my feature, which is my background feature.
Which
when
does?
I enter a ruin, I'm
Okay.
reading it to you. When I enter a ruin or a dungeon, is this considered a ruin area?
Nope.
No? Okay, never mind then.
Nope, it's not a ruin or a dungeon. It's just a house.
Okay. Because I knew it was kind of ick outside.
It's ick outside. It's just basically not been kept up for,
Okay.
at least on the outside, for many years. The inside still looks perfectly fine.
Okay.
With the exception of like the rotted food in the room 4 there.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something.
Nope.
I kind of look around and I uncover all the rest of the plates.
Mm-hmm.
And I make note of them.
So when you when you're going through the plates, you find under the second to last one that you would uncover, you find another one of the skulls that corresponds with that plate.
I put it on the body.
Okay, and that one is the third quarter.
I look and I talk to the skulls for a second. I said, I wish y'all could say what happened to you. This is such a weird thing. Someone took you died, someone took your heads off, and has hidden them around this place. I just kind of look around and look as they kind of walk towards the stairs. Like I go, I don't trust any of this. And I just kind of start walking towards the door. And I kind of poke my head out, and I guess I see him that he's.
Yep, you see Elmo getting ready to go up the stairs. You see Darius, who's now blue, standing by the kitchen door.
And I see
Zuri?
oh wait, Zuri's in the other room.
Yeah, Zuri's in another room.
I look at him, I go, what on earth happened to you?
Bad apples.
Note it. Bad apples will spoil a bunch, I hear.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I insight check him to see if or not insight, but can I just. Something doesn't feel right about this whole house to me suddenly after this. Can I just insight in general him?
Sure.
Insight in general.
24. He is absolutely blue. He is acting a little strange, but you don't know if his behavior and mannerisms are because of being turned blue by the apples, like he said, or if it's something else.
I walk over to him and I look him in the eyes and I just stare him down for a second.
Okay, what do you...
How tall is he?
I don't know, Darius, how tall are you?
5'7".
Okay. Yeah, I stare him in the eyes.
Okay.
And I just kind of look at him. And that whole glary
Does he still have
Huh?
Does he still have the rat wound?
Yeah. Yep. The only thing different about him is he's blue.
Nice.
I just kind of silently glare.
Hi.
Something about this whole place is strange. She says in the calmest fashion that anyone has heard her talk this entire time.
So Ravina comes out of room 5, looks around, and starts going up with Elmo. And with that, we go to Darius. What are you going to do, buddy?
I follow Elmo.
Alright, so you follow Elmo and Ravina towards the stairs.
And I'm actually gonna wait.
Okay. Zuri.
I guess I'm going upstairs.
Okay. So, yeah. Alright, so I assume, Myth, you're going to follow as well?
I actually wanted to look in the poke my head in the kitchen to see if I saw anything.
Ah, okay. Well, when we get back to you. So, Elmo, back to you. And after this round, we'll call it for tonight. Elmo, you're taking the stairs leading into Area 9. Where the hell is 9? Does it just straight not have Area 9 on this stupid thing? Hang on, let me look at all my notes. Third floor, first floor. Okay, I see what they did. They goofed. At the top of the stairs, a hallway runs the entire length of the west side of the manor. There must be an open window nearby, as there is a slight breeze in the air. You're basically coming up here. So, what you doing, Elmo? You muted Muppet.
Uh-oh.
Derp?
Is he gone?
I don't know.
I'm back.
There he is.
What?
Your turn.
I was speaking.
You're at the top of the stairs. At the top of the stairs, a hallway runs the entire length of the west side of the manor. There must be an open window nearby, as there is a slight breeze in the air.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to here and look down both look down the other hallway before I decide where to go.
Wait,
Is there anything I can
so
see in the hallway to the south?
when you move your tokens, I don't see it, so where did you move
the
to?
middle hallway on the second floor.
So you're trying to go between 10 and 12?
Yeah, what's down that hallway?
So as you get to the to where you would turn in, give me a dexterity saving throw. As suddenly a huge gust of wind picks up. Well, okay then. You absolutely are able to keep going. You push through the wind and you're in between.
And was that wind coming down the hallway for 9, or is that between 10 and 11?
It was coming from the direction of 17, blowing towards 9. Like as soon as you got to that juncture that leads into the turn is when it kicked up.
Someone turned on the fan.
It is windy.
That would be one hell of a fan.
Not that there's fans in this world.
Whatever.
I'm
It's
gonna
just a
try
leaf
door
blowing
number
really hard.
10.
This 15 by 20 foot room contains a bed, dresser, and chair, all of unremarkable quality. The items of furniture that captures your attention is the ornate chest resting in the northwest corner. It appears to be made of wood of a reddish hue and is bound in copper. The motif of a horse is carved into the lid.
Okay, I want to try and check the drawer or the dresser first. Or whatever,
Okay.
the desk.
So the dresser, nothing's in it. You just walk over there and there's nothing there.
Is there anything laying on top of it that I could possibly throw at the chest first?
I mean, you can throw like dresser drawers. You can take one of the handles off the dresser and throw it.
I think I'll take one of the desk drawers and throw it at the chest.
It bounces off the chest as if it was a normal chest.
I do not trust this. I have seen things.
What you need is a poking stick.
I'm gonna go over to the chest and try to open it.
So as you walk over there, you feel momentarily dizzy and your vision blurs. When your vision clears, As the dizziness passes, you look in amazement at your surroundings. The chest, which was 2 feet in height, now stands at over 20 feet tall. In fact, the entire room has grown. The 20 feet from one wall to the other now spans over 200. Movement beneath the bed catches your attention as a giant centipede skitters into view. It stares at you through Stygian eyes as its antennae twitch in excitement at the prospect of an easy meal.
My time has come. Take me, centipede lords. I take it this is initiative.
I'm putting his initiative in, yeah. Or its initiative.
I was gonna try to stay with you to help you, but he keeps leaving me behind.
Well, you should have had a turn to keep up with me.
Alright.
I went up the stairs. Then you went in the room.
She'll get there.
You'll be fine.
I'll get there by the time he's dead, and I won't be able to do anything because I
Well,
already used my spells.
By the time somebody's dead.
Fine. You've never gamed with me. I always die. I died 8 times in the last campaign. And
I mean, you're not wrong.
something
How would
like
it
that.
So, it is the centipede's turn, and it skitters up to you and goes to nibble on you a little bit. Yeah, 22
Dead.
hits.
I'm dead.
Not necessarily.
I'm dead.
It's only 6 points of damage.
I am almost dead.
And give me a Constitution saving throw.
I am super dead. I am so dead.
Yep, because it's not enough.
By the way, if I play an actual other like full campaign, I'm using this character again.
That's fine.
I am dead.
You drop to the floor, taking poison damage.
No, I'm 100% fully dead.
Oh no.
You fall to the floor, having expired from poison, as the centipede starts nomming on your corpse.
Yay! Been fun playing with you guys.
Myth.
I think that is a super dead. Oh. It's not even a body to bring back.
Well, I mean, he got shrunk and then he's being eaten, so.
I'm still downstairs, so I have no idea what just happened.
Nope.
I'm standing at
No
the
one
kitchen.
does.
True. But y'all will find out way before I would.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
But see, are we gonna find out? Because I'm pretty sure he's not going to exist by the time I get to the
I
room.
knew this was coming.
I look at I walk into the kitchen
Uh-huh.
and I start looking around to see if I can find any skulls, anything at all suspicious.
You see a bowl with a red apple and a yellow apple.
I take heed to the warning and do not touch the apples.
Okay. Other than that, just looks like a kitchen.
I walk around and I go, this place is just not right. Something's not right.
I mean, you see a staircase that leads up. You see a door that you assume leads out. And then the door that leads to 8.
No. My game crashed.
That's fine. Just hop back in.
I look at door is the door open or closed?
It's closed.
I go up and I knock on it gently.
Nothing.
I pull my dagger out and I arm myself and I open
Okay.
the door slowly.
You see nothing but darkness.
Is it magical darkness? I have...
Your dark vision does not see through it.
This is bad dark. This is bad dark. I poke my head inside.
It's black.
Well, allons-y, allons-y, and I walk inside.
All right, you're walking inside. It's still pitch black. Can't see anything that's around you. If you're just trying to feel around, give me investigation.
Sorry, I gotta pull up my other sheet.
Mm-hmm.
$15.
As you reach around and you're feeling around, you feel that there's shelves along the very back of the room. Roll me a d6.
5.
Okay, so you find 3 bottles that have weight to them. They don't feel like they're rotted or emptied or anything like that. And you also find what feels like a rather large, bony, almost bowling ball-like object.
Well, since I'm searching for skulls, I'll grab... Skulls remind me of bowling balls. So I grab the 3 bottles and the large, bony bowling ball-like object.
Okay.
And I
So,
walk outside of the darkness
So-
into the light.
indeed, you do have a skull. It's carved with the symbol of the full moon. And you have 3 unknown bottles of liquids that could be potions, given their inky, ethereal qualities.
I do what I've always been doing. I take the skull and I put it on its coordinating,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably where I end my game at tonight.
Okay. Darius.
I don't know where I am on a map. Where
So you're on second floor with Zuri and the bard Ravina.
So I will try to follow where Elmo was.
Okay.
And try to see what's going on in there.
All right. So when you get about halfway, well, you didn't see where he went, but you know he went down the hallway.
Okay.
As you get about halfway down the hallway where you see the bend for 10, 12, 11, 13, give me a dexterity saving throw against the sudden gale force wind that comes through trying to knock you back. You are thrown violently back against the wall, taking 1d6 damage.
Ooh.
Because you were thrown about 10 feet back. You take 3 damage. Oh, let me check the messages. So, hang on, I gotta change one thing for you. Forgot to give you this as well. So, in Discord, you have a new message about what to do with that. Yeah. Do with that what you will. So you got thrown back. Ravina goes and seeing that, she's like, I'll just wait. And she like stops before the actual hallway. Zuri, you just saw Darius get launched back down the hallway by a gust of wind.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
The inside of this place isn't run down.
Nope. Looks very purty.
Hmm. I don't. Fuck it, I'll try walking down the damn hall too.
Alright, dexterity saving throw. You make it down the hall. You can go anywhere in the hallway that you need to.
Alright, so where is this wind coming from?
It's coming from this over by the stairs in 17, pushing against heading back towards 9.
Can I see anything that could be the cause of it?
You see nothing. It's like a magical gust just runs through the hallway when you hit a certain point.
Is there any way I can try to figure out how to disable that?
Arcana.
But now I have no map.
Derp, don't forget that I put a copy of the map into Discord to download. 13. You have heard of a spell known as Gust of Wind, and someone may have found a way to cast it in this area with conditions and a permanence, so that when the conditions are met, the spell goes off.
But I don't know how to counteract it.
No. As a level 1, you would not have that knowledge.
I guess I will go down the short hall and take the first door.
Okay, short hall, 10 or 12.
I guess 10.
Alright, inside room 10.
That's why I looked at you at
15 by 20 foot room contains a bed, dresser, and chair, all of unremarkable quality. The item of furniture that captures your attention is the ornate chest resting in a northwest corner. It appears to be made of wood of a reddish hue and is bound in copper. The motif of a horse is carved into the lid. Give me a perception check to see if you see what's on the floor. You see on the floor one of the dresser drawers thrown over by the chest, but more remarkably to you, you see a 6-inch version of Elmo being gnawed upon by a centipede.
Can I squish the centipede?
You can try.
What the hell do I roll for that?
Well, you're walking over there to try and squish it.
Yes.
As you head over that way, you feel momentarily dizzy and your vision blurs. As the dizziness passes, you look in amazement at your surroundings. The chest, which was 2 feet in height, now stands at over 20 feet tall. In fact, the entire room has grown. The 20 feet from one wall to the other now spans over 200. And now the centipede you were going to squish now towers over you, finding a new meal to munch on. What do? You still have your action. It's a centipede. It's looking at you. It's looking kind of gross. Hmm? Someone's watching something.
How close is it to me?
Oh, it's looking at you. It can get to you. You're not in direct melee range, but... Right, someone is seriously watching something and it's being picked up on mics.
Yep. It's
not me.
It's not us.
Not me.
That's weird.
Oh.
Because Derp's muted.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I was saying earlier.
It's gotta be coming from... Are you sure you guys don't have like an ad playing or something?
Nope.
Yeah, my speakers are off and everything, so...
That is very weird because I'm hearing it in my headphones.
I'm hearing it too. And there's nothing playing in the living room.
Huh. Yeah, we'll just
I
have
wonder if
to...
it's something in the glitching of another game.
No, it shouldn't even be anything remotely like that.
Is Derp watching something?
He's muted.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be coming through his microphone at all.
Is he still there?
Well, he's here, but he's muted. Hun, do you hear anything? Yeah. And now I don't hear it. No, we were just trying to figure out where the weird audio was coming from. All right, there we go. Apparently it's fixed. So yeah, it's staring down at you. You can try to hit it. You can try to burn it. Don't forget, you do have produce flame.
Mm-hmm.
It's apparently killed your friend or your associate, whatever you want to relate him as.
Is he normal size now?
Nope.
Nope, he is still bite-sized. And so am I!
Well, I meant like, are you matching his size now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's not bite-sized to you.
He
No,
bit the E off. I'm bit-sized now, not bite-sized.
Would animal handling work on it?
It's actively hostile. It's already
Well,
killed.
then I
It's
guess no.
it's killed your ally. Don't think it's interested in being friends.
Well, fine. How the hell do I... What do I do for this?
Well, it depends on what this is.
Produce flame. Is it just the 1d8? Or is there anything else?
Well, I mean, if you're trying to hit something with it, you do have to make an attack roll with your spellcasting modifier. Because basically how that works is you produce the ball of flame in your hand and you throw it. Flickering flame appears in your hand. The flame remains there for the duration and harms neither you nor your equipment. Flame sheds bright light, blah, 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 blah. You can also attack with the flame, although doing so ends the spell. When you cast this spell or as an action on a later turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. Make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, target takes 1d8 fire damage. So you're making, it's a d20 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier. So it's going to be plus 6. Seven plus 6 is 13. It hits. Roll damage.
What's the damage? Just the 1d8?
Yep, just 1d8. Tis a cantrip. So this poor centipede dies writhing in flames as you burn it to crisp. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yay.
But you're still tiny.
Teeny and teeny and tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Or tiny and dead.
I think he's a
still
little
alive.
dead. He's a little chewed on. And I...
Yeah, there's chunks taken out.
Eh.
Just a few. Like nothing that would stop like a resurrection or something. But he's got a couple of chunks missing.
Yeah, but none of us has that.
Well, we also haven't confirmed how dead he is.
I don't.
How dead? The degrees of dead.
I don't want beef jerky legs.
For whatever remains of my movement, I want to try to drag him out of the room.
So as you drag him away from the chest and, ending your total movement speed, you both return to normal size, being of significant range away from the chest. And that is where we will end for this week. We will be back doing another session in 2 weeks. So that will be, once I check the dates and calendars. Come on, gimme. On the 29th. Hopefully we'll be able to stream it this time. It's just stupid internet still being weird. But this has been our first of our sponsored games from A-Realm, the program that we are using. There will be a download link below. And yeah, thank you for joining me, my players. Zuri, played by Taikira, one of our community members.
Mm-hmm.
Darius, played by her other half, Fennikusu.
Bye, people.
The other half of Swamp Dwellers and Trolltooth Productions, Myth Gria Diesels. I swear I just want to say diesels for that. Arr Troll.
Hello, goodbye.
And one half of Paradigm Gaming, Jiji Derptaku himself as Elmo the Dead. Maybe, who knows? We'll find out next time. Dragonborn
I
Monk.
expected all of this. I have come to meet my maker.
Oh.
So until next time, take care, and thank you again to A-Realm for sponsoring the stream. And this program actually works pretty well. It's in alpha right now. It's only been out since April. So give it a shot if you're looking for a new way to play D&D. There's a whole bunch of settings you can use inside, and it's going to be updated regularly until it's ready for release. And until next time, I have been Arr Troll, your dungeon master, who didn't get to do too many voices this week, maybe next week or next game. So until next time, take care.